Okay, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
It's nice to meet you again in this semester.
Nice to meet you.
So, in this semester, I teach performance management with Bu Titi. So, perhaps Bu Titi will teach you after the midterm if she is not busy. So, if she is busy, so I continue my teaching. Okay, so Bu Titi it will teach you if she is not busy. Okay, first of all, before we start our lecture, so as usual, so you must deliver your opening comment. Yeah, please, from Felicia, please.
Okay, good afternoon, sir, and all of my friends. Glad that I can meet all of you again today in this new subject of performance management. I hope you are all doing okay, and I also hope that we can learn much about this subject this semester. Thank you, sir.
Aldarwi Putri.
Hello, nice to meet you again, and I hope we can learn. We can get more knowledge from this subject. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Ridho, please.
So, good afternoon. Nice to meet you all again. Alhamdulillah, we can still meet here again after long duration. I hope we can still enjoy our lecture.
Okay. Bella Safira.
Good afternoon, Sir Adi and friends. Nice to meet you again. I hope today we will learn so much about performance.
Okay. Dita Larasati.
Okay, good afternoon, Sir Adi and friends. It's good to see you again in this semester. I hope what we study in this semester will give benefit for us. Stay healthy. Have a nice day.
Okay. Dinda Afifa.
Good afternoon, Sir Adi and my friends. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's really nice to see you all here again on our sixth semester. I hope we all are healthy and we can learn a lot from this lecture, performance management. Thank you.
Selin Claudia.
Hello, good afternoon, all of my friends and Saradi. It is nice for us to see each other and hope that for today's class we can learn many things. Thank you. Stay safe, everyone.
Eric Perulian. Eric Perulian.
Good afternoon, Sir Adi and all of my friends. Nice to see you again after a long time. And yeah, hope we will get more knowledge through this lecture. Thank you.
Pradina Putri.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, Sir Adi and friends. It's nice coach you all again, and I hope today class will gonna be fun. Thank you.
Mayang. Mayang.
Mayong, where are you?
Okay. Robi first. Robi Wijaya first.
So, hello, good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, everyone. Great to see all of you again in this healthy condition after these long holidays. I hope we can study this performance management very well, and I hope this pandemic will be end soon. I hope we will always be healthy, and thank you, everyone.
Hello, my friends and Sir Adi. It's nice to see you again, and I hope you're still in healthy conditions. And I hope this class will be fun and very beneficial to us. Thank you.
Para Romika.
Good afternoon, sir and friends. It's good to see all of you again, and I hope today's class will run well. Thank you.
Okay, Lekawati.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, Sir Adi and friends. Nice to see you again. I hope this class will run well until finish and stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you.
Bismillah, Noval.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good afternoon, Sir Adi and all of my friends. It is nice to see you all again. I hope this class will be run well. Thank you.
Okay. And then Mayang.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Sir Adi, friends. It's nice to see you again in this 6th semester, and I hope that today will be gonna fun and we can learn more about this subject. Thank you.
Dela Nur Komara ya. Does it take HRM? Dela Nur Komara?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is he in? No. Okay. Okay. Who else? What about Dwi Francisca? Does she still take HRM?
Sorry, sir. Dwi Francisca Dwi Francisca pindah, sir.
Oh, move to the other department?
No. She left Pontianak for Java.
Oh, why? What happened? Why does she move to Java?
Oh, sorry, I don't know, sir.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Jakarta is full of COVID, yeah. Okay, so this today, so I want to talk about performance management. So when we talk about performance management, so we should not talk about human resource management and talk about organizational behavior. So these two subjects also relate to the performance management. So when you study OB, you talk about perception, you talk about motivation, you talk about leadership, etc. And I saw the motivation, leadership, and then etc. So also influence the performance, right? So it is a performance management is the output of the company, yes, outcome of the company. So in this opportunity, I want to tell you that so the structural assignment is still remains the presentation, yeah. So how many students remain in this class? How many students? 17 students?
Yes, sir, 17.
17. Oh yeah. So the performance management ebook contains 17 chapters, yeah. So one student, one topic, right? Yeah, one student, one topic. Yeah. So today we only withdraw only that, yeah. But I want to session first. Can you see this? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The book is, we use this book, Performance Management, written by James W. Smith and Manuel Londons. Yeah. So this book they talk about putting research into action. Yeah. So this book talk about case, yeah, research. And then so there are 17 chapters. Yeah. And one student, one chapter. So you must, as usual, how I will do in the COVID-19. So you must choose the number, okay? Number. So if the student doesn't come today, the student can take the number for her or him. Okay, Dela. Okay, Dela. You can choose 1 to 17. Please, Paradina. So you choose number for Dela. Dela Nur Komara.
4.
4, okay. And then Felicia?
7, sir.
Yeah?
7.
7. Okay, Ridho?
10.
10. Okay.
It's good for 10, I think.
Dita Larasati?
5 is my lucky number.
Okay. Mayang?
Maybe I'm gonna choose number 8.
Number 8. Okay. Paradina?
15.
15. Not 1.
No,
Alda? Alda?
12, sir.
12. And then Dinda?
11, sir.
11. And then Celine?
3, sir.
3. And then Lekawati?
Number 2, sir.
2. Rizkola?
14, sir.
14. Egi?
10, sir.
10. Rido?
Oh, 6.
6. 6 ya. Oke, 6. Bella?
Number 1.
1. Robi?
Number 9.
Number 9. Eric Parulian?
13 maybe.
Yeah?
13.
13. And then Farah Romika?
Wait, sir.
Farah Romika?
19. 16.
16. And then Pelegia? 17 ya? 17.
Oh, iya, sir.
17. Okay. You must remember the number you have chosen, see right? Yeah. You must remember the number you chosen. Okay. So when you get you choose number 1, you get chapter 3. Okay. When you get number 2, when you choose number 2, you get chapter 5. Okay. When you choose number 3, you get chapter 7. Okay. When you get number 4, when you choose number 4, you get chapter number 9. Chapter 9. When you choose number 5, you get chapter 1. Okay. If you choose number 5, you get chapter 1. Okay. And then if you choose number 6, you get chapter 11. And then number 7, 13. Number 8, 15. Number 9, 17. Number 10, 16. Number 11, 14. Number 12, 12. Seven. And number 13, 10. Number 14, 8. Number 15, 6. Number 16, 2. And number 17, 4. Clear? Okay. It's the way to withdraw your duty. Yeah. In the era of pandemic for the COVID-19. Okay. This one, yeah. Yeah. Okay. You can look at them. So there are 17 students and 17 chapters. One book contains 7 chapters. So one student, one chapter, one topic, and then each one day has 2 presenters. Okay. One meeting has 2 presenters. So one presenter must have 30 minutes only. Yeah, to present the topic. Only 30 minutes, including question and answer. Okay. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any question? This one. Okay. Yeah. Chapter 1 is about expanded view of performance management. Chapter 2 is aligning performance management with organizational strategy, values, and goals. Chapter 3 is practical application of goal setting theory to performance management. Chapter 4 talks about coaching and performance management. How can organization get the greatest value? Chapter 5 is the rule of on-the-job or and informal development in performance management. Chapter 6 is about managing team performance in complex setting, research-based best practice. Number 7, geo performance management. Number 8, performance management in multinational companies. And then chapter 9 is about managing contextual performance. Number 10, using performance management as a learning tool. Chapter 11 talks about diagnosing, understanding, and dealing with counterproductive work behavior. Chapter 12 talks about force ranking, pros and cons, and practice. Chapter 13, technology and performance management. What role does technology play in performance management? Chapter 14, it talk about authentic performance, the evaluation of behavior as a negotiated business outcome. Chapter 15 is assessing performance management program and policies. Chapter 16, performance management of the future. Chapter 17, best practice in performance management. These are the topic. Yeah, so you must know the topic. The topics are very important. So when you are the manager in the company, you must know how to get the performance. Yeah, how to get your goals, how to increase your employees' performance. All right, it's very important. So the subject is related to the OB, yeah, OB and human resource management. Yeah, in OB we talk about behavior, individual behavior, motivation, perception, and then leadership and the start of leadership. So they can affect that performance, right? They can affect the performance. Okay, any question? Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay. So, in your opinion, what is performance?
Sir, you will send the book.
I have posted the book on WhatsApp group and on Signal. Yeah, later I will post again. Yeah. I posted the book on performance management on WhatsApp group, and then on Signal application. Yeah. So I posted it, but if you don't get, I will post again. Yeah, today, yeah, maybe this evening, because I'm
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So I'm still in campus. Okay. So, in your opinion, what is performance in your head, in your mind? What is performance? Anyone can answer. What is performance? What is performance?
Our effort, sir.
Yeah.
Can be like this.
Okay.
Our effort.
What? Ebook.
Effort.
What is it?
Usaha, sir. Usaha.
Effort. What's your effort?
Yeah.
Usaha. Oh, yeah, please. Do you want to answer? Do you want to answer?
I mean, the performance, it means my effort, sir.
Oh, your effort. Yeah. Performance is effort. Performance is effort. What about the others? Do you agree with Bella? Bella said that performance is effort.
I think
how about level of achievement result?
Yeah, level of achievement results. And then the other?
I think performance is action someone for carrying out something.
Action someone carry out something.
Show up.
Performance.
Some kind of assessment, sir.
Some kind of assessment. Okay.
Can I try, sir?
Yeah.
Performance is the final the final result of an activity.
The final result of activity. Okay, the others? The final result of activity. Yeah. And then? So how is your lecture semester?
I think it is like action or process to achieve something that we can.
Process to achieve something, so right? Okay. So what's the difference between performance management and performance appraisal? So there are two terms: performance management and performance appraisal. What's the difference between performance management and performance appraisal?
As I know, sir, if it's mistaken, performance management, it means the system, sir, that we use in our company to manage the performance of work to achieve our goal. Yeah. But different with performance appraisal, it means we are evaluating the performance that employee did. Done.
Yeah. So different, yeah. So when we talk about performance management, it involves the planning, organizing, Yeah, octane and controlling. Yeah, it is performance management. But when we talk about performance appraisal, it's like it is a kind of sheet, yeah, kind of sheet that that is used to evaluate someone's jobs. Yes, it is called performance appraisal. So this that must be a sheet, yeah, a sheet. So I want to share something first. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So performance define performance management and appreciation of the scope of performance management. Introduction to the different tool of performance management. Okay, we can look at here. This one the definition. So performance management is set understanding about how individual contribute to organization goal. In the first definition. What is set understanding? What is set understanding? What does it mean? Set understanding. Performance management is a set understanding about how individual contribute to an organizational goal. What does this mean? What is in your opinion about this definition? What do you think of this definition? Performance management is a set understanding about how individuals contribute to an organization's goal. What do you think of this definition?
Sir,
yeah,
may I answer, sir?
Please, please.
Because the system in the company is functional, sir. So
yeah,
all the thing in the department is not do just by one person, but they are teams, sir. That's why this a shared understanding about how individual contribute, sir.
Okay, good. You had opinion, maybe? Good opinion. Okay. You had opinion? Because in organization we work in a team, yes, so we must understand together, so that we must have mutual understanding, so that how to contribute to organizational goals. Okay, so okay. Do you have another opinion, please?
May I try to answer, sir?
Please, Linda.
Because I think organization achieve their goals through its people, meaning that the human resource department has to manage the performance of their employee, because the employee has to achieve a certain metric or a certain goals, so that we can achieve the bigger goals, which is the organizational goals, and it can be achieved through the employee's performance that is evaluated in a certain time.
Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, the second definition. Yeah, we move to the second definition. Performance management can also be defined as a broad system that is linked with the process of planning, implementing, reviewing, and evaluating for augmenting growth and productivity at both the individual and organizational level. What is your opinion about this definition? A broad system. So the first definition is a set understanding. So that the second definition said that performance management can be also defined as a broad system. Broad system. So what is system? So that so the word system, broad system that is linked with the process of planning, implementing, reviewing, and evaluating for augmenting growth and productivity at both the individual and organizational level. What is your opinion about this second definition of performance management? So the first definition, from the first definition, we can say that so if the people at workplace want to get performance, so they must understand what they do, so that what they do and how they behave and their behavior, so that so when their good behavior will lead to the good performance. It's still set understanding, so the people at work must understand what's to do in the company, so that is set understanding. So they must have plans, yeah, so planning, organizing, accounting, to do the understanding. So they must plan, must have planning, so that They must have planning, organizing, activity, and controlling. The manager must control the people. So that it is the first also set understanding. So if your people don't know what to do, can they contribute to this goal? If you don't tell your people what to do, if you the manager don't teach your people how to get the goal, can they understand? Yeah, so you must be able to communicate, so that how to get the goal to your people. So this is set understanding. And about the second definition is, but it is a performance management can also be defined as a broad system. What is system? System, information management system, so that management information system, research, and then marketing information system. And then, what is system? When you talk about system, what is in your mind? And the system must be planned, must be implemented, must be reviewed and evaluated. So it's a performance management. Yeah, for augmenting the growth, productivity, both individual and organizational level. So a system. When you talk about system, what is in your mind?
Principles or procedures, sir?
Repeat, please, Felicia.
Like a set of principles or procedures on how something is done.
Okay, and then?
So maybe it's like a framework.
Yeah, framework, okay. System, yeah. There must be the like the process, yeah. Yeah, like process, right? System. There must be the man, machine, maybe, or the way, the tools, and then the output, right? The system. Yeah, bro, system, right? Yeah. So do you know the 5M in management? 5M. What is the first M, the second M, the third M, the fourth M, and the fifth M? You still remember? The 5M.
It's man, materials, machines, minutes, and money.
Machines, right?
Machines, minutes, and money.
Money. It is the system. So if there is the machine but there is no man, can it happen to produce good? If there is machine but there is no man, can it happen to produce goods and service? No, right? So to get the growth and productivity, so we need the people, right? We need the machine, the tools, the ways, right? The knowledge, right? To get the good, the best products. Yeah, it's the system, and the system must be planned. Yeah, must be planned, organized, activity, and controlled, right? Yeah. Can you give the example in your lecture, the difference between performance management and performance appraisal? Can you give the example related to your lecture? Can you give the example? You know, with what is performance management and with what is the performance appraisal? Can you give the example in your lecture? So what? So before you take the before you go to lecture, what should you do at first? What should you do? You must have a plan, right? Yeah, you must plan. How many subject must I take? Is that true? Planning, right?
Yes, sir.
And then you must have expectation. What is your expectation from your planning your subject? What is your expectation? You must set up your expectation. Your plan and expectation. Plan your work, right? And set your expectation. It's the performance management process, right? So you must plan your work and set up your expectation. So how many credit do you take this semester? How many credit? 34 or 32 or what? How many?
Some are 21, sir, and some are 18.
How many, Dinda?
Some are 21 and some are 18.
Oh yeah, okay, okay. Let's say 21, yeah. Let's say 21. Okay. This planning, is right? And what is your expectation?
Yes.
You must set the expectation to what you have taken. So this semester I will take 21 credits. And what is your expectation?
My expectation is that because previously I have taken the full course, which is the 24, and this semester will not be as full as the last semester, and the amount of studying hours will not be as many as the 24 credit.
So your expectation maybe you want to you want to finish your study soon as possible, Linda? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So you have planned your credit, and then you have set the expectation. And how do you get your expectation? The second question, well, how do you get the expectation?
Is through the constant implementing and reviewing, meaning that if I implement it one way and I have to constantly review it, if it doesn't work, I have to implement the other way and then do it another reviewing and then continue implementing it.
Yeah, it's called performance management, right?
Yes.
It's called performance management. And what about the performance appraisal from your lecture? What about the
performance appraisal is part of the performance management framework system, meaning that it's when we enter the phase of reviewing and evaluating what we have been achieved, what we have done, and what's the way forward.
Yeah. So you can get the values, the grade, yeah. So like OB, you get OBA, maybe at MA like this. So in this semester, the GPA is 3.4. It is the performance appraisal, right?
Yes, sir.
So this performance appraisal is derived from the performance management. Is that true?
Yes, in my opinion, it's part of the performance management system.
So it is the example from your lecture. So the difference between performance management and performance appraisal. It's also the same in the company or in the office like that. So the first, when you work in the office, and when you are the manager in a company, so you must plan the work what you want to do. So that you must have the plan, the work the employees must do. So that, yeah, and you must set the expectation from your people. What is your expectation from the people? So that, yeah. Of course, you want to get you must get the good performance for your company, so that, and then how do you achieve the best performance, like explained by Dinda just now, implementing, reviewing, evaluating. Yeah. If it is not, if it fails, review and then go once again, improve the planning first. And what happened? You can evaluate what happened. Why the job is not good? There's no good result. And there are three ways. There are three terms: underperformance, right? Underperformance, and then performance and overperformance. Which is, can you tell me the difference? Underperformance, well performance, or performance, and then above performance. Underperformance, above performance, and performance.
I think it's based on the 9-box grade performance review, sir.
Okay.
With the low performance, moderate performance, and high performance.
Performance, yeah. And then what about the above performance is included in which box?
I'm sorry, sir.
So above performance is included in what box? So there are 9 grades, right?
Yes, there are 9 grades.
Yeah, in which grades is the above performance, in your opinion?
It can be both in star or solid performers, sir, because we have to see the potential that they do. If they have both high potential and high performer, they will be at the very top right corner because they both have high performance and high potential. But if they have low potential and then high performer, they will be at the bottom right here, sir.
Yeah.
They will be on the right side. regarding of the
Dinda. So when you studied in the fifth semester, what was your expectation to your lecture? To your lecture. What was your expectation in the fifth semester when you studied?
Semester 6th or 5th, sir?
The fifth. So you must have plan the work, and then what your expectation at the time?
My expectation toward the lecture in the 5th semester is that all class, including me, can understand what our lecturer wanted to explain.
And then the GPA, what is your expectation to your GPA?
GPA for my expectation in the 5th semester is above 3.5.
And then the real result, what is the real GPA you get now?
The result is
3. Yeah, what?
3.8.
Yeah, 3.8. 3.8.
Yes, sir, 3.8.
So it means that you have above performance, right?
Yes, sir.
Above performance, because your expectation is 3.5, but and then in the real situation you get 3.5. Is above performance, right?
Yes, sir. It's above what I planned.
Yeah.
And
then when Dinda get 3.2, it means that Dinda has
low performance, sir.
Underperformance, right? Underperformance. But when Dinda gets 3.5, she has got good performance, right? Is the word. Okay. How about Felicia? What about you, Felicia?
Yes,
what is your performance in the 5th semester? Do you have above performance, also underperformance, or performance? Good performance.
I think it is above performance because my expectation was also like Dinda, like above 3.5 for my GPA.
So you set 3.5 for your GPA, yeah, at that time, but in fact in the real situation you get 3.8. Okay, and about Celine?
I think same with Felicia, sir.
So all of you have good GPA, yeah?
Yes.
Do all of you have above performance? Do all of you here have above performance? Who get underperformance? No answer? No answer? Example, you said that your expectation 3.6, okay? But in the real situation, you get 3.5. It means that you get underperformance. It's not in accordance with your expectations, right? But it's good if you get 3.5. It's also good, not bad, right? But if we compare, yeah, your plan and your expectation, it doesn't reach your expectation. It's underperformance, right? So in a company, so you will meet your people having underperformance, right? Performance, and then above performance. So when you are the manager in a company, and when you meet your people having above performance, what will you do as a manager? And you meet one of your people having above performance, what will you do to your people, to one of your people? As a manager, what will you do?
What about reward and benefit, sir?
Okay, reward. What kind of reward?
And benefit.
Yeah, or benefit. What kind of benefit will you give to him or her?
It can be in terms of recognition, such as like an employee of the month, or it can be something like incentive in terms of money or something else.
And Celine, I want to ask Celine, yeah. So if you are the manager in a company and you meet one of your people get underperformance, what will you do?
I think that I would like to tell him or her that he or she is under performance, and I would like to give give yeah, some kind of training, and for example, like give him or give her some motivation, or others like some tips to help her to increase her performance, like that, sir.
This one is it the process of performance measurement. Okay, process of performance measurement according to a handbook for measuring employee performance. Yeah, so management is the systematic process of planning. So we must have you must plan work and set expectations. So that the first process is planning work and setting expectation. So that, and then continually work monitoring performance. So that we must do continually monitoring performance, and then developing the capacity to perform. So why does one of your people have underperformance? Maybe she has no capacity, so that, to do the job, so that, so he gets the underperformance, so that, yeah. Why does what's the other gets above performance? Because she has good capacity to do the job, so that, so you can get the above performance, so that, like you, so you get your expectation is 3.5, but in fact that you get the 3.8, it means that you have good capacity. You have the best capacity to study and to do the examination and to do the task. So you can get good 3.8, and then it is over performance. So that upper performance or above performance, it means upper performance. Yeah, not upper performance. Good. And then when you must monitor performance, and you must develop the capacity to perform, and you must periodically rate performance. Yeah. So maybe every month you must rate the performance. Yeah. And then reward. So when your people get good performance, you must reward good performance. So that, yeah, you must do. It is the process of measurement, performance measurement. So maybe if when you work in a company as a manager, you must follow this process of performance measurement. You must do this, right? Performance management is not only applied in the company, but in our house, in our home, it can also be applied. So that if you have children, so that how to increase the performance of your children, so that in the studies, so that you can use this. You can use the process of performance management. You must as a parent, yeah, as a parent, you must plan works for your children and set expectation with your children, so that, and then you must monitor your children's performance in the study, so that, yeah, and then develop the capacity. Or if your children don't know how to calculate, you can send your children to study mathematics, so that if your children don't know how to speak English, you can send them to study English. Right? It is to develop the capacity of your children. Yeah. Okay. And then you must periodically rate your children performance. So that every day, every week, every month, it's up to you. It's up to you. So that, and then if your children get good performance at the end of the school year, you must give the reward. So that, give reward. So your children will be motivated more, so, to study and to do better in the future. So that is the process of performance management. So process of performance management is not only applied in a company, but in our home, in our house life. So that, yeah, not only in a company, in you, and then if everyone can use the kind of apply the process of management, process of management. It's very important. So that, yeah. A lecture, I'm acting as a lecturer. I must also do this. I must also follow the process of performance management. If I want to be successful in my career, in my work, so I must do this, right? I must plan my work and set the expectation. Yeah, you must set expectation. So in this semester, what is your expectation? In this semester, I must write paper. I must write thesis. So that I must finish my study here. So that is your expectation. Yeah, that's true. It is expectation. You must plan what you do. And then you must set your expectation in this semester. Or this semester, I must take a seminar like that. Yeah? And then performance management. And after that, I want to take the thesis like that. You must plan that expectation. Yeah, and monitor your performance. Monitor, see that? Yeah, develop your capacity. You see that? Any question?
No, sir.
Have you done this in your life? Have you done the process of performance management in your life? Have you done this process of performance management in your life? So everything you do must be with the expectations, right? You must have expectation for your own works, yeah, on your studies, right? So you must have expectation. Very important expectation. What happen if you plan work but you don't set expectation? What happen? What will happen to you if you plan work, you plan your study, but you don't set your expectation? What happen? Are you motivated to study more diligently? If you just plan your
There
study,
is no target,
huh?
sir.
Yeah, yeah, Rila.
There is no target.
Yeah.
There is no target, sir.
There's no target. Yeah, what happened if you you plan your study but you have no target? What happened? What will happen to you? It means expectation is target. Is that target? Yeah, what will happen? Will you get performance in your study? You plan,
No, sir.
but you don't set your expectation. So that, so you must follow this process if you want to be successful in your life. So that, what is your expectation? What is your performance in your life? So everyone want to go to heaven. So that, is that true? Is your expectation that every Muslim has expectation to go to the heaven, right? Yeah, and maybe all of you, yeah, all of you must spend the what you do in your life, so that, and you have your expectation going to the heaven, so that after you die, you go to the heaven, so that is expectation. And what should you do to go to the heaven? What should you do? Yeah, like that. Sometimes you expect it in the heaven, but the real result is on the contrary. So on the contrary, yeah, sometimes it is not good. So that so it's a process of problem. So we can think this process of problem in the broad sense. So that not only in a company. So this process of problem management can be applied in every aspect of our life. So that, okay, do you understand? Yes, this I want to show this. So the essence of this subject is this: the process of performance management. So when you are the CEO of the company, so you must apply this, the process of performance management. Okay, any question?
No, sir.
So next week, do you have holiday on Thursday next week? Because on Friday is Imlek, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Felicia, are you having Imlek next Friday?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Mantap, boleh lah.
So you must have how to say kue keranjang in English?
I don't really know, sir.
What's it? Kue keranjang, basket cake or what? Keranjang. Yeah, so child on Friday, yeah. So what about is there any holiday before Friday? Because I don't know. I'm outside Untan, so I don't know the announcement. So we still study, yeah, on Thursday, yeah. No holiday. Is that it? Any announcement from the campus that on Thursday we don't study? No. If that's no, so it means we still study, so that on Thursday. So Friday is holiday, so that. Is it true? Friday is holiday because of Imlek. It's the national.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Holiday, yeah.
Yeah.
So Imlek has been
on
put
calendar.
Yeah?
The number is red. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, red, yeah, red.
But so it means that, yeah, Friday is holiday, so that we don't have class, as for the lecture that don't have class on Friday, but on Thursday we still have class, yeah. So we start. So
Yes, sir.
we'll present the first chapter to next week on chapter 1 and chapter 2. Who?
Dita and Janet, sir.
What?
Dita and Janet.
And Farah.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1 and chapter 2.
Dita and Janet.
Dita and Janet, yeah. Okay, Dita and Janet. So you must present. Each student must present only 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, yeah. You must design your PowerPoint as brief as possible, as interesting as possible. So right? Yeah. And then discuss together. Okay. I think for today that's all. But before we end this course, I please to the student to deliver the closing comment. Please from Felicia, please.
Okay, so first of all, thank you, Sir Adi, for today's class.
Sir.
From today.
Sir.
Yeah. Any reason? Who? Okay. Carry on, Felicia. Carry on.
Okay.
Sir, I want to ask the slide, sir.
I will give you the slide. I will give the slide later. What do you want to ask about the slide?
No, I just want to prepare for the next week, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Continue, Felicia. Continue.
Okay, so from today's class, I learned that performance management is very important for HR students so that we can learn how to ensure that activities and outputs meet the organization's goals in an effective and efficient manner. So that's all I can say. Thank you and stay healthy, everyone.
Okay. Bella, Safira.
Good afternoon, sir and friends. Thank you so much for today's class. We know the introduction of the performance management. We know that we have to understand because if we understand about performance management, we can know what have we give to organization. Thank you. Stay safe.
Hey, Celine.
Okay, I would like to say thank you to Sir Adi and all of my friends for today's meeting. I learned a lot of about performance management, especially that performance management is really important in our daily life too, not only at the environment of working, but also in our daily life. And hope that we can meet again next week and stay safe, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yela Nurkomara. Yela.
Okay, thank you so much for Mr. Adi and all of my friends. Hope today's material will enhance our knowledge. Thank you.
Dela, how is your grade? How is your grade?
Udah betul, sir. Dibetulkan sama akademik.
And then Linda.
Okay, thank you, Sir Adi and all my friends. Today I learned about performance management, the process of performance management, and what is performance appraisals. I hope we can see each other again next week for the first presentations. See you and thank you, everyone.
Lido.
Tes. Okay.
What are you doing, Lido?
No, doing nothing, sir. Doing nothing. So thank you for today's class. I hope what we can learn today can give us so many benefit about what is performance management. So thank you once more. See you next time.
Okay. Dita Larasati.
Okay, thank you, Sir Adi. Thank you, friends, for today. What we got today from the lesson is we can know more. More about performance management and the differences between performance management and performance advisor. And basically, the goal of performance management is to maintain the stability of employee performance in the company. Stay healthy and have a nice day.
Okay, Happy Parulian.
So good afternoon again, Radi. So thank you for today's class. Hope we will give the best performance of us for this lecture. So see you next week.
Okay. Robi Chandra. Robi Chandra.
Everyone, thank you for today. First, I'm sorry that I was out from the Zoom because my unstable connection and my Zoom is suddenly not responding. So what I get from today is about performance management that should be always maintained as good as possible to achieve the goals. And also it is really important to set your expectation to be the target and motivation for you to achieve that expectation. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Paradina Putri.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for today class, Sir Adi, and all of my friend. Stay safe and stay healthy, guys. See you.
Romika.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to say thank you to Sir Adi and friends for today's class. Stay safe and stay healthy, guys.
Okay. Rizkullah Noval.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
I would like to say thank you to Mr. Adi Mursalin for today's class, and I hope everyone in a good health condition. Thank you for the class today. See you next class and good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon. Egi.
Thank you, Sir Adi, for today's class, and see you guys next week. Thank you.
Pelagia.
I want to say thank you for today's class for everyone and stay safe. Thank you.
Alda Dwi Putri.
Thank you for today. See you next time and stay safe and stay healthy, everyone. Thank you.
Mayang Pusdasari.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So I want to say thank you for today's class, especially for Sir Adi Mursalin and all of my friends. And for today's, we're gonna learn. We already learned about the differences between the performance management and the appraisals and many things. And thank you for today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next week. Thank you.
Okay. I think it's time for me to say goodbye and then keep healthy. Yeah, wear your mask and then do the health protocol. And then see you next Thursday. Don't forget the presenter. Yeah. See you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, sir.
I must leave the room.